Our changemakers are transforming the playful world of toys and games with unique offerings that are safer and fun way to get introduced to human values and Indian traditions. Our first changemaker is Ariro Toys. When the co-founders Nisha and Vasant had a baby girl in 2016, the idea of Ariro Toys was also born. They looked for wooden teethers but found the market had limited options and most of the teethers were being imported. So they started making toys themselves with the help of carpenter. They used neem wood to make teethers. Their friends who were parents adored the concept and asked them to make more for their little ones too. As Nisha and Vasant's daughter grew older, so did her need for new toys. Ariro has a vision for toys that are minimal but with a purpose. Overwhelming toys confuses the child and are nothing but a decorative item in most households. Traveling across the world, the founders developed deep understanding of wooden toys and the huge gap in the Indian market, a market where 80% of toys were being imported from China. They engaged local artisans from villages to make wooden toys. The artisans have unique skill sets. The founders of Ariro help them with market knowledge and regular income. Ariro wants to be every child's first toy.
Let me welcome Vasant Tamilaselvan, founder Ariro Toys, Karthik Talwar, founder Toying, and Vinita Siddhartha, founder Krida Games. We saw your inspiring work in the world of toys and games. Warm welcome to Changemakers. Vasant, if I can come to you, how do you interpret this growing interest, demand for toys, games made in India?
So pre-COVID, right, like we had more than 90% of the toys being imported from various other countries. With the right intervention of the government policies like 200% cap on the duty and BIS in place, we have uptick. And as what I'm seeing is as IT and pharma put India on the map, world map, toy will be the next industry to do that. And something like green revolution. Right now, we are in the toy revolution. Good that we are all startups or legacy brands. Everybody is in the right time at the right place. That's how we look at it, and that's the hope we have.
Right. Let's now talk about your individual enterprises. If we first talk about Ariro Toys, Vasant, if I can come to you, it's beautiful how your journey into the world of toys started with your daughter. But what attracted you to wooden toys? It's interesting because they're also part of our traditions. You know, we've seen wooden toys in the past. Tell us about your story.
Yeah, so you rightly pointed out, we started because of my daughter. And my wife was a Montessori teacher, and she just designed 2 toys. And we wanted to identify safe materials, where infants tend to put each and everything into their mouth. So immediately which popped up was wood, and neem wood specifically because our ancestors used to brush our teeth, and it has an innate nature of antibacterial and antifungal. So we chose neem wood as a primary material. That's how Ariro was born. Even today, neem wood is being the primary materials for the smaller toys wherever people put the toys into the mouth. We are focusing on early childhood, that is 0 to 3 years, because 80% of the brain development happens during this period. So we primarily focus on those aspects. And we also designed a few bigger toys like Learning Tower, Jungle Gym, Pickle Triangle, etc. We spotted in COVID, people had to stay, the children has to stay home, and they have so much of energy to channelize. And electronic is not the right equipment for this age. So we designed consciously these toys to channelize their energy, meanwhile creating purposeful play for them. That was the whole idea of Ariro, and it also, digital is a democratic platform for us to launch our products and tell our stories. We use digital D2C as a primary distributor channel, and we send over 1 lakh units so far.
Right.
That has been the
Also, instead of reviving the tradition of wooden toys, Vasant, you're engaging local artisans, as we learnt about in your story. How are their lives changing, engaging with your enterprise? Tell us about that aspect.
So, when you travel across India, there is around 17 toy clusters across India. And there's kind of skills these guys, as a part of our exercise, we have traveled over the globe. And the kind of skills these toy artisans have got, you don't find it anywhere in the world. And the kind of products they are creating is whimsical. But only problem we saw is connecting them to the modern designs, and the innovations had to be brought in, and the distribution channel has to be brought in. So that way we are the bridge now. And right now we have over 90 artisans across the country we are working. And very soon we have identified 1,000 other artisans. Soon, 3 years down the line, we will be onboarding them as well.
Right. On that note, thank you very much, Vinita, Karthik, Vasant, for joining us on Changemaker, sharing your stories. Our best wishes to your respective teams.